Ready. Black one. Get you to blaster.
Now Baker on 1st and 10. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To throw is Murray. Again, he finds Moore. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Baker. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Now the first carry for, and now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Baker. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Baker. The pass caught by Olave. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And this will be caught by Mooney. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Juwan Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35.
Here we go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Through one quarter, 14-7, our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey. Omaha.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Complete, it's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Cardinals did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey. Nice one. Hey, Ace.
Throwing again, Murray. He's going to look deep for more. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cards go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Murray from midfield. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
That's complete to Mooney. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Murray now on first down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darnell Mooney from 21 yards away. And the Cardinals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Baker throwing to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Baker. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Big
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. Right, 97. Hustle.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Baker. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Here's Baker from the gun on third down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Baker. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
They'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They find some open field here, and they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Murray now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Baker looking deep downfield. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And the half will begin with a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
First down, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Green.
Shotgun now from Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Throwing again on second down. Murray. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it first and goal.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Juwan Johnson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
They go play action here on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Now Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Down inside the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards. Baker now operating from the gun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Come on.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Murray now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Hand cycle.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Lawton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Baker. To throw on 3rd down. And he's got room. And they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Ready up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lawton, and some room to work. Down the numbers. There he goes.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
Ready.
On first down, Lawton. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Lutz good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Murray going to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Murray.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Darnell Mooney.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Cardinals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Lawton. And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. On third down, Lawton. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the... And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
Here we go.
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
Let's go. Ready.
Now Baker looking to throw on second down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. 7th play in this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Cut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Up the middle they go. Lawton. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Ready.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Lawton. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Lawton. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.